Once again, welcome to English with Pranav. And today I am going to start line by line of the chapter A Tiger in the Zoo. Dear students, I have given you the summary, but today I am going to give you an explanation of this very chapter, that is A Tiger in the Zoo. You guys tell me, A Tiger in the Zoo is composed by whom? Dear students, A Tiger in the Zoo is composed by Leslie Norris, right? Actually, that tiger was locked in a zoo. Any problem? Once again, I would like to give you the line by line explanation. He stalks in his vivid stripes. Means, dear students, what do you mean by here vivid stripes? Stripes means patti, that the outer appearance of that tiger, like you see na patches of red color on his yellow body, like that same vivid stripe he stalks. Dear students, stalks means follows. Next, the few steps of his cage. Actually, in his vivid stripes, he was following, he was going with few steps in his cage. Who, my dear students? The tiger. The he was taking very few steps. Do you know why? Because he was locked in a cage on pads of velvet quiet. Pads means here, dear students, what? Paws of the tiger. Panja in Hindi, what you say? Of velvet. Quiet. He was very quiet. Quiet means he was very silent. Why was the tiger silent, dear? Because he was locked or imprisoned in that zoo, in that case. In his quiet rage. Means, rage means anger, dear students. Rage means what? Anger. Who was angry, dear students? The tiger. Once again, under absolutely. Once again, know the words, important words which was discussed. A stalk means to follow or to go. Vivid means bright color. Pads means paws of tiger, paws, panja, And rage means anger. Rage means anger. Dear students, extra voice is coming from your end, so please mute your mic. Okay. Now, going ahead, we see once again the explanation of this line. Look, just listen to my words very carefully. Here, the poet says that the tiger that is confined in the zoo moves around in the cage under his bright colored skin. What was the color of his skin? It was bright colored skin. Alright? And the poet says that the tiger was confined in the zoo and it only moved in the cage. Going further, we understand what? He further says that the tiger can take only a few steps because the cage is small and it is not easy to move in. My dear students, as the tiger was locked in a cage, that's why he was unable. I should use he for a tiger. Okay, that is a personified way of speaking. So he was locked in a cage. Who was locked in a cage, dear students? The tiger. Locked in a cage, and that cage was just small, very small. That cage was. That's why he was unable to. The tiger was unable to take more steps. Any problem? No. Next, he cannot hear his footsteps because he has very soft feet like velvet, because of which there is no sound of the tiger's footsteps. Actually, it was his paws, panja, was very soft, like velvet soft it was. Means when the tiger used to walk, there no kind of noise used to come out. Understood or not? Next, the tiger tries to control his anger. The tiger tries to control his anger by quietly walking in the limited areas of his cage. He is hungry because he is not free. Who is sorry, hungry not? He is angry because he is not free. Why is the tiger angry, dear students? The tiger is angry because he is not free. Who is not free? The tiger. Any problem? If you look at the rhyme scheme once again, so the rhyme scheme is what, dear students? A stripe is here, A, cage is here, A stripe does not sound like cage, so it should be B. Do you know what a rhyme is? What a rhyme is? Actually, when the last four words of the last word of four consecutive lines must sound the same, then that is called as a rhyme. Like a stripe is A type, case is B type, but a stripe or quite, I don't think a stripe or quite is same. Let it be C. But after that, if you see, then rays will be what, dear students? Rays will be like cage. So it should be B. So the rhyme scheme is A, B, C, B. You will always remember this because in the board examination, 10th board examination, this question is basically asked. Also, you can see, dear students, that he, the word he was used for the tiger. Yes or no? The word he was used for the tiger, so here he is used for a person. That's why the figure of a speech used here is personification. Okay, I'll give you a special class on figures of a speech, don't worry. Okay, going ahead, let's start the next stanza. Okay, he should be what is written right here, dear students? Look, he should be lurking in shadow. From here it is na, yes or no? He should be lurking in shadow. From here the next line starts na. Sliding through long grass near the water hole where plump deer pass. These four lines says that when the tiger is kept free, actually if the tiger was not kept in a cage, what would the same tiger do? The same tiger would catch a deer, as you can see here, a deer as a prey. It would kill the deer, and also it would go near the long grass. Who would go? The tiger. Also the tiger would drink water, and also it will wander in the forest. Hope you got this. Now lurk means to hide someone and to hide yourself. In Hindi it should be घात लगाए बैठना, to be hidden as to bait for your prey. Okay, next, if you understand the paraphrase, then it is right here written that the poet says that if this tiger was free, he would have hid himself behind the long grass near the water. What is? Dear students, if the tiger is made free, what will the tiger do? The tiger will go near the grass. You will listen to my words very carefully. The tiger will go near the grass. The tiger will go near water bodies, and the tiger will drink what? Water, so that he could easily catch a deer. And going near a water body, he will also catch what? A deer. Deer, you all better know. In order to have it as food. Basically, the poet wants to say that the actual life of a tiger is to live in village where he could catch its prey and eat it, but the tiger in the cage cannot do so. My dear students, try to understand this. Now the poet says that the real action of a tiger is what? To go outside in a jungle, to live in a jungle, catch his prey, eat everything whatever the tiger wants. But this is not the real place. Cage is not a real place, dear. Actually what is said that paradhin sapne hu sukh nahi, means if you are locked by someone, like we are facing lockdown, yes or no, in this coronavirus pandemic. Actually now we understand what kind of life is there when we are stuck into our homes. Yes or no? Like we can't travel here and there. So if you put a tiger in a cage, what will happen? That tiger will absolutely lead a very boring life. The tiger will become angry, like all that. Same figures of speech is there, and particularly rhyme scheme is same. Now dear students, going ahead, he should be a snarling. A snarling means warning sound. Roaring, you can also say. Around horses at the jungle's edge, bearing his white fangs. Dear students, you can better see here. Fangs means sharp tooth. Fangs means sharp tooth. His claws terrorizing the village. Dear students, Here, then the poet Leslie Norris wants to say that if that tiger is made free, what will the tiger do? That tiger will create a sound that in the jungle it will terrorize the people. Terrorizing the village means villagers. Okay, and wearing means uncovering his white fangs. Fangs means his teeth. Means with his strong teeth, with his strong claws. Claws means panja. He will terrorize the people with his strong roar. Roar, everyone knows, Sher ki dahad. He will also terrorize the people. But when the tiger is kept free. Now, once again, understand the summary of once again these lines. The poet says that if the tiger would have been free, he would have snarled around the horses located at the outskirts of the forest. Outskirts means outer area, bahari ilaka. Means if the same tiger who was locked in a cage, if that tiger is made what? Free. If the tiger is made what, dear students? Made free. What will the tiger do? The tiger will snarl, the tiger will roar, and he would terrorize the people. He would also kill even the people with his sharp tooth and claws. He would create fear among the people living in the villages. He will also create what? Fear. And dear student, the same rhyme scheme you will also see there, A, B, C, B. Okay. And for figures of a speech, I'll put a special class. Okay. But he is locked in a concrete cell. Who is locked in a concrete cell, dear? Cell means here cage, prison. The tiger. Yes or no? The tiger is locked in a concrete cell. Concrete means ठोस, a strong cell. Yes or no? His strength behind bars, and his strength is kept, you can say, seized behind the bars, behind the wall, you can also say, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. Now here a question comes, why was the tiger ignoring the visitors? Do you know? Because he was always unhappy. Why he will look at other people and become more angry? He wanted to leave alone that tiger in the cage. He did not want to look outside. Getting sense? And here concrete means building made up of bricks. Everyone knows concrete. Okay. Understand the paraphrase once again. Now the poet comes to the reality of the tiger that is inside the cage. Means here the poet Leslie Norris tells that what is the reality of the same tiger. If that tiger is made free, he will kill other people, he will go in the forest, he will walk near the water bodies, he will kill the deer. But if that tiger is inside the cage, what is he doing? He says that, the poet says that the tiger is confined in a strong cell which is made of a strong building materials. Who is confined in a strong cell, dear? The tiger. He further says that the tiger is behind bars, so his ferociousness is also behind the bars. He just stalks in the cage. He never tries to terrorize the visitors because his power is restricted by the cage. Whose power is restricted by the cage, dear? Restrict means रोक लेना, मना कर लेना. Whose power is restricted? The tiger's. Absolutely. And he was not able to do anything. He was not able to terrorize the visitors. Do you know why? Because he was locked in the cage, na? In that concrete cage. He could do nothing but to bait and become angry, or he could do nothing. Now you can understand how powerful people are. Okay. But this is not a positive thing. We should be powerful in just helping others. We should be full of patriotism. We should be full of benevolence, paropkari, what you say, philanthropist we should be. But we should never try to kill anyone. We should never try to uh, catch anyone. We should never try to lock anyone. Now, dear students, once again understand the next stanza. He hears the last voice at night. Who hears the last voice at night, dear students? The tiger. Whose voice does he hear? It was the voice of the vehicles. It was the voice of the people going from that, like police. They were patrolling police. The patrolling cars and stares with his brilliant eyes. Who stares with his brilliant eyes, dear? Who stares with his brilliant eyes? The tiger. Here his eyes were brilliant. Means you can also say he was a very beautiful tiger. Next, and the brilliant stars. And he could only see stars. He could do nothing. Okay. Patrolling means to guard. You might have seen crime patrol in Indian television. Next, understand the paraphrase once again, dear students, of these four lines. The poet says that in the night, the tiger hears the sound of the patrolling cars. Who hears the sound of the patrolling cars? The tiger. Patrolling cars here means what, dear students? The cars in which people, I think particularly police come and they just invigilate there. Next, patrolling cars are the vehicles of police. It is already clear. Patrolling cars are the vehicles of police which are used to guard at night. They were guard, you can say. So in the night, the tiger hears the sound of these cars. Who hears the sound of these cars? The tiger. He then stares at the shining stars. But he only used to look at the shining stars. Do you know why? Because he will not go outside. He will not meet the people. He will not terrorize the people. Also, with his shining eye, poet wants to say that the tiger is sad. The poet wants to say that the tiger is sad. Who is sad, dear students? The tiger. And he is confined in the cage. Confined means एक जगह पर सीमित रहना. The cage, the tiger. So he cannot do anything. The tiger cannot do anything. Therefore, he stares at the stars at night and tries to divert his thoughts towards them. It means he wants to divert his thoughts. He don't want to think always that I locked in this very cage and I could do nothing. But that's look at the stars, and hope you have understood this very poem. And once again, the rhyme scheme, everyone knows what is a rhyme scheme. If four last of four consecutive lines are the same, then that can be said as a rhyme. Students, yes or no? हमें उम्मीद है यह वीडियो आपको पसंद आया होगा. इस चैनल को जरूर सब्सक्राइब करें ताकि इंग्लिश से रिलेटेड सारे वीडियोस आपको मैं इसी चैनल पर देता रहूं. थैंक यू एवरीवन. थैंक यू.